Hi there. So I'm sitting with Fleur Anderson, the founder of Rural Business Collective from Theodore in Central Queensland. And we're going to ask her a few questions today about remote work and how she is using remote employees in her business. Hi, Fleur.
Hey Joe, hi Pointer community.
Okay, first question. What has having remote employees in your team meant for your business?
Look, probably for me, I live in a small community of about 500 people with very low unemployment. So there's very few job seekers around, let alone in the skill set that I'm requiring. So to be able to set up remote working has just opened me up to a whole skill set and a level of expertise that I probably wasn't able to access before.
Fantastic. And what would be your number one tip for having remote employees in your team?
I think for me it's definitely about communication. You can have all the best systems in the world and they're really important too, and being clear about the role and all those sorts of things, but just the simple communication has been really valuable. Even touching base regularly with your employees. I find the more I do that, the better we all work together and stay and keep each other motivated. And even little things like on their birthday, just make sure you do what you would do if they were in, Skype and have a piece of cake together on a birthday or something like that. But just acknowledging that sort of stuff and asking questions about their family and what's going on for them, and trying to I guess that's the remote version of that water cooler chat, and just making sure you're staying in touch.
Yeah, awesome. And have you got any technology, even free apps or software or things that you use to make that communication within your team easier?
We've toyed around with a heap of different things, and I think the people that are on my team get a bit frustrated with me wanting to experiment with a lot of new things, and I guess probably resist the temptation to do that. That's what I do, but don't do it. Pick a system and go with it. But we use Trello a lot. It's a free app for job boards and things like that, and just to keep in touch with where people are at on different projects. And then also Slack. We use Slack a lot for chats between groups. It just saves those, anything that would be a run of emails and questions. We sort of try and take that over to Slack. So emails now are really, a lot less within the team, and that's more an external tool now, emails.
Yeah, cool. And as far as Pointer and being able to access these professionals all over, what has that meant for you, that using a resource like our company, what's that meant for you as far as building your remote team?
Oh, it's made it really fantastic. Before, I really didn't know where to look. For me at Rural Business Collective, it's really important that I am working rurally and giving opportunities to other rural and remote people for personal value reasons, but also just because they get the target market that I'm talking with. So they're actually the better people for the job. But it was really hard to try and find those. So I usually work on the network of friends and family and someone who knew somebody or someone I'd met through an event. But now with Pointer, I can really look further afield and recruit based on skills rather than based on, personal networks, which is, really given a bit of an extra edge to what we're able to do.
Awesome. And where can people watching this find out more about Rural Business Collective?
Rural Business Collective on our website, ruralbusinesscollective.com.au, Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. We've got homes there on Instagram, but certainly the first point of calls are the website, and sign up to the mailing list there and get some newsletters, and then jump on over to the Facebook page.
Cool. And can you tell us briefly about some of the 30-day challenges that you guys have got coming up?
Yeah, sure. So we've got 30-day challenges for members in the library about running your business by the numbers, about business burnout, and also what we call the spring clean, which is like 4 topics to look over, one a week. We've got ones coming up on grant writing, one coming up on remote work. You'll see a couple of familiar faces on that one, and also one about how to manage people.
Awesome. Thanks, Fleur.
Thanks.